It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shit.
Now Leonard Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Check. Lucky.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fournette. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. A third down gain of 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
20. Mark 27.
Yeah, I got you.
13.
Check three.
49. Check 49.
Check safety.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Check 15. He's coming. We got double up. 1-1.
Check the backer.
Watch this. Curl. Check.
Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Kill. Check three.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Let's go. Motion. Here we go.
Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Check 47. They're not ready for this, man.
Great.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check.
Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Silver.
Pass it.
61, matchbox, light.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Alert three.
Shoot. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Easy. Get him. Son,
He's coming.
jet bombers. Go.
Here's Foles. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for James O'Shaughnessy. DeMonte Casey on the cover.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambo will put this one through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Vic. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3.
On third down, Vic. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. Vic operating on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Gore. There goes Frank Gore. Touchdown, Falcons. Frank Gore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
Super toe.
Check four. Yeah, go, let's go. Hayden called. One.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Show it up.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, solid one. Slam. Get wide.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check Knox.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 19-yard line.
Let's get it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's caught. Jones. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Oh, God. Mike's 47. All day, every day.
Here's Vic. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got to first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. On first down, Freeman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
44, 44. We don't want this.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third and short.
For Austin Hooper. Brings up third down and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2.
Tighten up, pull it together.
From the gun, Vick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Vick's pass, incomplete, out of the end zone. Eric Berry there defensively.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 24. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Go. Popo's the mic. Mike's Popo. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Armin. 44 is mic. Check. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Under. Recon, 132 fighter. Come. No. Under.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Fournette running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
45.
He'll drop to throw. The 20. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push him deep.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
What we got? 12. Here we go.
Fournette running out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's get this.
off the play fake. Vick. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And Vick's throw there, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
Yeah. Under 10. 10. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Yeah.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mike, check. 59.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
64, weak.
Kill.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 47. Check the out.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Freeman again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down the middle. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
12. Receiver. Hey, echo.
Pop.
2nd and 3. Trying to improvise. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Check 24. Check 24. Shoot. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
2nd and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, switch gears. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 47's the mic. Yeah. Check, 47. Switch up. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's a gain of 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bend? And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Freeman. He's been busy today. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. 47. Check, 47. Anyway. Go.
They toss to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Vick now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
47. Coming to you, coming to you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Atlanta, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.